fancy as I'm so used to
What is up, you guys? I am back with another video. I'm going to be looking at Shop MissA products. I have a whole package full of products to try out, because if you guys aren't familiar, Shop MissA is known for having accessories, skincare, and makeup with everything around $1. Some of the items are more expensive than that, but everything is around $1, $1.25. I did already open a couple of things, the first being this Pawpaw Wonder Blender. It is super soft, just like it says on the packaging. This went viral, I think, last year, but it is literally the best beauty blender I think I've ever used. Totally worth the hype. Nails, I have to get those done. And I figured I would show you the products and then do like a full face. So I got this to try out as well. And a colorful canvas lip and cheek multi-stick. I did open this to swatch it like on my lips, and it is very pigmented and very red. It's the Luminous Skin Veil BB Cream. I think we're gonna try this one today just because I'm curious. I don't really use BB cream, so I want to see what that looks like. Foundation by AOA. I don't know if any of these are my colors. I got two concealers because I wasn't sure what color to get. Now that I look at them, they almost look identical. I don't know. This one's a little bit darker, but I think the lighter one is more for me. LW1 and LC2 of the AOA Locked Creamy Concealers. I heard really good things about those. Super Strip Lash Adhesive by AOA. That's kind of like their brand. This is really cool. This is a retractable lip brush. Oops. So it like locks into place. You click it up and then you can click it back down, it'll lock into place. So I always usually carry like a full-size lip brush in my bag. I'm excited for this because this will take up less space. Velvet Heart Puff. I just like powder puffs in general when I'm putting on my powder, so I got the little heart one because I needed a replacement on mine. Mine is really gross. Currently, oh, this is exciting. This is a Lip Glaze Butter Lip Tint, but it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Rhode one. And this is in the shade Candy. I've tried this already because I was too excited to wait. But if you use Tower 28, they have a highlighter that's like just a dewy finish with no sparkle that I really like. It's like really natural. I love using it in the summertime with like a nice tan. It looks so good. But this is the same thing, but it's used on face, eyes, and lips. It's a gloss highlighter and it's called the Magical Girl Gloss Highlighter. This is what it looks like if you're interested. Next little baggie has two waterproof eyeliners. The packaging on these is so cool. It looks like a pen and it feels like textured, like an early 2000s kind of 90s pen, which is fun. They're bringing back childhood memories, but these are from A2O Lab. They're liquid eyeliners. One of them is in dark brown and then this colorful one is in black. These are supposed to be smudge proof and waterproof, so I'm excited to try those. Then I got this gel lip liner from AOA Studio. This is in the shade Cowgirl. Got this because it reminded me of one that e.l.f. used to make in this like exact same color and similar packaging. I'm really hoping this is like a dupe for that because e.l.f. discontinued that. It was like the best highlighter and it was only like $1. So I'm hoping that that's a dupe. I'll put a picture on screen of this. Is the Hello Glow Duo Blush and Highlighter. I have already used this blush, but before. I haven't tried the highlighter that comes with it, but that also looks like super nice. I got this one because I saw people talking about it on TikTok. This is in the color Ola. Ola. That's a better representation of what it looks like. And then last but not least, we have two more foundations. Soft Touch Blurring Powder by AOA Studios. And then an Air Cream foundation by AOA as well. This looks really dark, but I swatched it and it's actually a lot lighter than it looks in the packaging. Since I have no work today, we could try out these new products. Let's get started. So like I mentioned before, I think I am gonna try the BB cream today. I'm like most excited for this. We'll try the other foundations another day. Would probably help if I took my under eye patches off. Went back to Corfu to see my papa. Actually got caught into like some pretty crazy delays. That's to be expected anytime you're traveling around the holidays, but especially this year, there was like some kind of like error with the Athens airport's like system. We were there for a little bit longer than we anticipated, like almost like 3 weeks, which is crazy. So it was a lot of fun though. And I always like traveling with my sister, so it was a lot of fun. Okay, off the bat, it kind of looks like the applicator is like coming apart. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a space over here, which kind of got product everywhere, but for $1, I'm not complaining. And the color match, honestly, this looks like it could be for me. So the day off, I'm not really doing much aside from running errands today, so we're in a good space. If it all goes wrong, we could just start over, but yeah, I never try new makeup when I actually have to go somewhere because I've learned in the past that that's a horrible idea because you never know if it's for you, if it's gonna play out well, if it's gonna look good, if it's gonna come off. So we strictly do this on our days off. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a mark here from a pimple that a pimple patch just absolutely devoured. So I'm curious to see if, yeah, it looks like there's no coverage there, and that could just be because it's a BB cream. Okay, yeah, so this BB cream is super light. It does look really good on the skin. This is the side without. This is the side with. It makes you look super glowy. It does even out the complexion a bit, but don't recommend if you need something with a little more coverage. But we're gonna go in with their concealer and see how that looks layered with the BB cream. But so far, so good. I'm not mad. It is called the Luminous Skin Veil, and I can totally say that that is the perfect name to describe what this product does. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the AOA Locked In Creamy Concealer. I just went ahead and blended everything and dragged a bit of it down. I think it looks really good. Did cover a little bit of my blemish, so let's just try and see what this concealer does for me. I'm using the shade LW1, which is the lighter shade that I got. So far, this feels very lightweight. I'm curious to see if it's actually gonna cover anything. Okay, first impression, I don't really think this covered. I'm gonna do like one more layer and see if that helps. But then we're gonna go in with some powder. I didn't get any powder from MissA at all, so I'm gonna have to use one that I already have, which I'm not mad about, obviously, but just to let you know, that's gonna be the only product that's not MissA. Probably that and my brows, because I didn't get a brow product either. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments, just because I'm curious, like, more about you. I feel like as I'm trying to build my audience, I would love for more people to comment, just so you guys know. Like, I am down for a conversation. And I feel like a lot of people just assume that, like, no one cares or no one wants to read the comments on their video, but, like, I genuinely do. So if you have the time, please hit me up in the comment section below and we can have, like, a cute little chat. Since that did kind of nothing for me, I'm going in with the W7 Oh So Sensitive Concealer. This one is also a good option for people with sensitive skin. It's hypoallergenic, it's brightening, it's nice. So I'm gonna try it and mix that in. See, like, look at how much more brightening that is. I mean, that could just be a color issue. Like, maybe they just don't have, they really don't have a lot of colors, W7. I mean, not W7, MissA. I hope that they increase their shade range. That could just be because of, like, you know, obviously it's very cheap makeup, but I think that that still matters. And it's not bad quality makeup. Like, this isn't giving, like, Dollar Tree for sure. It's just, I like the BB cream. I would just say the concealer is probably a no. I feel like people overhyped it. If you like light coverage, maybe that's for you, but I don't. I like a concealer that's gonna cover everything. But I'm not mad. Like, the skin looks really good. From a distance, we're killing it. Which I guess is what matters. Like, no one's gonna be up in my grill, but still. Now I'm gonna go in with the W7 Pink Blur Powder. This one is my favorite right now. I'm gonna toss this because I tried washing it and it didn't work and it's like gross. So we're gonna toss this and use the new powder puff. I'm just gonna do like this. Wow. I'm already obsessed with this puff because this one is not as flimsy as the one I was just using. I think the one I was using previously is from like Primark, and like I gotta say, it's a little bit more firm, which I like because then it packs on the powder a little bit better. I think when it's a little more flimsy, the powder kind of goes everywhere and you have to like press more, but still soft, if you know what I mean. Like, look at that. Gorgeous, stunning, we love it. And look at that pink finish, I absolutely love. And in photos it looks really good. I feel like if you use like a white powder, it can be a little harsh in photos. When you do like flashback, with this one, looks stunning. I used this powder when I went to Greece and when I went to Florida, and my picture just looks so good. I think the colored powders are so fun. I used another powder from SHEIN that was purple, like a lilac color, and that one's also really pretty, but I think for my skin tone, I think the pink just complements me a little bit better. My manager like sent me a message on TikTok, like just sent me a TikTok, and I didn't even realize we followed each other on there. I must have followed her, or like we must have followed each other like forever ago. If you don't know, I work in social media, so it's very common for us to like, that's one thing I don't like about my job is like it's super common for all of us to be like so connected to each other online, because that's what we do for work. Not that I'm not trying to say anything. This is just like a side note, but like love my manager. She's super nice and sweet, but I'm just saying like it's just part of the job. Like I know to some people that might be weird, but it's not for us. We work in social media. Genuinely, like it was so funny. She messaged me a TikTok and I was like, wait, I didn't even know I had her on there. And so it's funny. Not that I post anything crazy. Like if you guys follow my TikTok, it's the same handle for YouTube. So tinatoparadise. It's just me like posting makeup or talking about like, honestly posting concerts, trips that I go to, making cute little compilations, but sometimes I post like lip sync videos or like dance videos, and so it's kind of awkward for me sometimes, but because at the same time at work, like I'm very much like, not that I'm no nonsense, but I think a lot of people don't know that my interests, so I get shy posting about them personally. That's just how I've always been, but yeah, so it's just funny. Like I just had like a mini heart attack and was like, wait, what? But now I'm fine, realizing that we're all good. Okay, I'm gonna let that bake for a few. I almost feel like I can't use this now that I put powder. I feel like it's gonna get cakey and gross, because that's very much like the purpose of this is to be like wet, and I just put like a ton of powder on, so I don't think I'm gonna use the clear gloss today. But since we're going for a more matte look, we can definitely use the setting spray, and we can definitely go in with the powder. Okay, so I'm gonna use these new Milani products. They're not new, I guess they're like reformulized. I've had this color, Milani Dolce Pink, before, and it looks totally different. Let me actually find it. So these baked powder blushes by Milani are my favorite, and they've always been my favorite, but they reformulized them and changed the color. So this is Dolce Pink, the original, okay? And then this is the new Dolce Pink on, so old versus new. Do you see how this one's more corally and this one is way more pink? So I was like, okay, I need to try the new Dolce Pink. So I like this one, I really do, but I'm curious to see what this one is like. So we're gonna try the new Dolce Pink. Amalfi Glow is the new bronzer that I got. It's very light, so we're gonna try this one. Go in with that, and then just this cute little bronzing brush from Real Techniques. Just do like a quick little dusting and bring that up over the eye. I feel like this makes a world of a difference. It just like brings out your features and like makes you look like you have a nice little sun-kissed glow. Like look at that difference. I don't know if you can really tell on camera. I feel like I spent 1,000 years on this part because I want it to look natural. Now I'm just gonna bring that up on my forehead because I have a giant forehead. I have a little bit of a 5 head, and it looks even crazier when I wear my headbands like this, but we're gonna bronze it up a little bit. So if you guys have been here from the beginning of my channel, you've noticed I'm trying to be way more active like I used to be. I started this channel back when I was in high school, but I've always made and like created little videos and enjoyed filming myself back since I was like a kid, and I was just rewatching some of my more recent videos and getting sad because I was like very obviously depressed in those videos, in a lot of them. I think I privated most of them, but some of the ones that are up are still kind of sad. But then to see like my new posts going up and like how much happier I am and like all the good memories I'm making with my sisters and with my friends is just such a nice feeling. And I feel like I've kind of got my spark back in terms of like inspiration when it comes to creating and realizing why I was doing it in the first place. So I'm excited for this like new era and to just share and meet more exciting people. Because what I ultimately like to do is like create this, and it's like a fun hobby for me to edit and look back and be like, wow. Because I watch my videos probably more than anybody else. Like I love to go back and look at my content and like where I was at that point in life. Feel all those feelings again is just very nostalgic for me and like exciting for me. So I don't know, it's kind of nerdy. I'm gonna go in with this blush brush. I probably should have used the MissA blush, but it's fine. I just was too excited to try this pinky color, so. The skin veil is really pretty though. Okay, that's super cute. It's giving Sabrina Carpenter, like it's very like a baby doll pink. Okay, it's all coming together. Can't find my eyebrow brush, so I'm gonna use this tiny one. It's supposed to snow today, but I think only like a dusting. Since we're like powdered up, I think I'm gonna highlight with this. I'm gonna use the Morphe M310. Wow, like bro, for $1? That's wild. I feel dumb for spending a lot on makeup sometimes. No, I shouldn't say that, because some of the high-end stuff is like actually worth it, so I shouldn't say that. And then I have to stop myself because I will get carried away and put this all over my face. I think I'm gonna try this lip product. This is the AOA Cowgirl Gel Lip Line. We're gonna go in with the AOA Lip Glaze in the shade Candy. Ooh, I like that a lot. Dare I say an elite lip combo? Hold on now. We need our lip brush. Wait, I love. Okay, I'm happy. I really like that. Now I gotta get all the other ones. Really cute. Okay. I don't know if I want to do eyeliner today, but I feel like I have to try this. Right off the bat, that's like a really good small pen. I'm gonna just do a slight amount. This eyeliner pen is really easy to work with. Okay, guys. I kind of slayed that. We like this. Yay. Oh my god, these products are hitting. Like, I look really good. Lash curl. And then that's kind of it for the MissA products because I didn't buy mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Lash Princess, but the waterproof mascara because my eyes always get watery. My eye doctor is actually my cousin Bobby, and he's always telling me like, just buy eye drops. Just buy eye drops. And like, guess who never does it because she doesn't like the feeling of eye drops? Me. I probably should do that, so that my eyes don't freak the frick out every time I go into a room, but your girl doesn't do it. I don't know why. My battery's about to die, so now we're gonna spray as fast as we possibly can. That had a little bit of a grandma scent to it, but it felt really nice and refreshing. This is the finished look. We did almost a full face with MissA products. We did a full base with MissA products minus the bronzer and the blush, and then MissA lips. Honestly, MissA setting spray. We'll see how that holds up, but this is the look for today. I'm going to switch out my battery. Thank you for tuning in for this haul / semi review. If you want to see the other products that I didn't use, let me know.